AsSalaamuAlaikum WaRahMahTulahi WaBarakatu. Ramadan Mubarak, everybody. It is Friday, July 3rd, which means we are back to, well, I am back to discuss Purify My Heart, which was selection 2 in the book club this Ramadan, Alhumdulillah. And I don't know about you, but I loved it. You know, I don't think I'll ever badmouth a book we're supposed to benefit from, but I thought it was very, very insightful. It had me doing a lot of self-reflection. It was broken up really well. You had the section about admitting to yourself that there is a disease in your heart that that is keeping you from being the kind of Muslim you want to be, and being as close to Allah as you want to be. And then there was the section about repentance and how to, submit to your Lord and ask Him for guidance and for help. And then there was the the third part, which we all, I think, need to focus a lot on after the repentance, which was how to move forward, how to detach yourself from the things that you are pretty much addicted to, that are keeping you from that nearness to Allah, that closeness that we all desire to have before we leave this world. This book also, I'm pretty sure, and Allah knows best, I'm going to definitely try outside of Ramadan to read it over and over and over again, to keep it up fresh up here, because I kind of feel like we all say it's really easy to say, I want paradise, I want Jannah for those, that's where I want to end up, but it's like, what are we doing to attain that? Are we first admitting that there are some issues in our hearts that are keeping us from actually moving toward that goal? Like, for example, I have several of them in here, and I was actually making a lot of dua. Like, I ask Allah all the time, I don't want my desires to be my destruction. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave this world and like television is my biggest concern, or social media is my biggest concern. That's not the kind of believer I want to leave here being. I want to be the kind of believer who don't care nothing about nothing else except getting those questions right in my grave, except my book of deeds being handed to me in my right hand, InshaaAllah, except meeting my Lord and He's actually pleased to see me. He's actually happy to see me, except my good deeds overwhelming, my bad deeds, and the scale tipping in the right direction, and crossing the Sirat safely. I mean, have you read about that bridge? I mean, have you read about how thin it is, how we're going to be carrying our deeds on our backs? I mean, I want to be so focused on that by the time my life is coming to an end, that I don't have time really for anything else, anyone else, InshaaAllah, that will be a long time from now, and I will have raised my children well, and my husband and I will be old and gray and worried about the hereafter, and see, we don't have that guarantee. Tomorrow could be it for me. So this book was definitely the type of reminder that, listen, you need to get on these things. Like, you have you have to first admit to yourself that you have a disease in the heart, and then move toward asking your Lord to help you rid yourself of them, and be the kind of Muslim you want to be before you leave here. We can't just be talking about it so much. We talk so much. We got to stop talking, and we got to start being about it, So Purify My Heart, that's exactly what this book did for me. I loved it. I hope you loved it. InshaaAllah, be back here next week where we will discuss BAM, Road to Good Friendship. This is actually a really, really short book, but one that I hope is very powerful, and I can't wait to discuss, because I got some things I need to say about that road that we've all traveled. Anyway, InshaaAllah, I love you all for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and selfishly for my own. I pray that He accepts your fast, that your deeds. How crazy is it that it's already half over? That Ramadan is already half over. It seemed like just yesterday it started, and here we are, day 16. half over, so please don't waste any more of this precious time. I pray that we all meet Laylatul Qadr, and that the Qadr for us for next year and all the years to come are good and positive, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our efforts, really. Ameen, ameen, ameen. I love you guys. AsSalaamuAlaikum.